Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to your daily Wallops weather briefing for Tuesday, April 30th. We did see some low clouds this morning with ceilings down to 500 feet. That has started to break up. This morning we're seeing some sunshine. We should start to see those temperatures really begin to climb here, with temperatures running around 10 to 15 degrees above normal as we go into this afternoon. Taking a look at our conditions across the area from yesterday, we did see a fairly cool day across the region. Temperatures hovering around 60 degrees across the mid-Atlantic. The warm spot was Salisbury, only getting up to 63. Here at Wallops, we got up to a high of 58 due to that, only 58 due to that persistent onshore flow. And then our low last night was down to 53. As of 9 a.m., we are seeing those temperatures already warmer than we saw our highs across the region yesterday. Most locations reporting highs in the mid to upper 60s under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Taking a look at our upper level winds this morning, we are seeing westerly to southwesterly winds across really the entire column this morning. Seeing southwesterly winds at the surface running around 10 knots or so, and then just above the surface seeing those winds running 30 to 35 knots with a little bit of a up to 3,000 feet, then weakening to 20 knots at the 9,000 foot level, and then running around 35 to 40 knots between 12 and 25,000 feet from the west. Seeing a freezing level this morning between 11 and 12,000 feet. Taking a look at our surface analysis this morning, we still have that stationary boundary lingering across the region. We did see that south of the region, just south of the area yesterday, giving us that onshore flow as high pressure dominated the northeastern United States. Since then, we've had overnight, we did have that boundary move to the northern part of the Delmarva, and that will make the Bermuda high a little bit more dominant, giving us that southwesterly flow, and that's going to help us really warm up this afternoon, and before we see a return to some more onshore flow tomorrow. But today we are expecting those temperatures to rise to near 80 degrees. Taking a look at our surface map across the area, you can, we did have that cloudiness this morning, and since then that cloudiness has really eroded, and that will continue to erode as we go throughout the rest of the morning hours, becoming partly cloudy to perhaps even mostly sunny at times this afternoon with continued west-southwesterly flow. That's going to help those temperatures bump up into near 80 degrees, perhaps even a little humid out there. And then we're going to still have that boundary just north of the Delmarva, and then that will start to dip down as we go towards this evening, perhaps giving us an isolated shower, mainly between about 8 p.m. to midnight. So taking a look at our forecast charts for today, you can see as we go into this afternoon, still going to be having that boundary across the Delmarva. This evening, that boundary is going to start to dip south once again, and with some moisture pooling out in front of it, as well as some instability, that could be enough to spark off an isolated shower or two. Definitely we've seen a downward trend in our short-term models on the shower activity, so it doesn't look like we're going to really see as much as we were thinking when we were looking at this yesterday afternoon. Still a chance of an isolated shower, very slight chance of a thunderstorm, mainly between 8 p.m. and midnight. And then that onshore flow will return after that, after midnight, and we are going to expect to see some low clouds once again as we go into tomorrow morning. So we are going to be seeing those ceilings drop tomorrow morning due to the onshore flow. Also going to give us some cooler temperatures, and then as we go into tomorrow afternoon, could be seeing those clouds linger a little bit longer than we did today, but that stationary boundary should start to slowly lift north once again as we go towards late afternoon tomorrow, and that'll help to burn off those clouds again, also turning our winds once again more southwesterly. It's going to not really whole lot of forcing for tomorrow when that boundary moves back through, so we are not expecting another chance of rain until we get into the weekend. We go into Thursday, that does look like it's going to be the warmest day as that boundary really lifts well north of the area, and we get some really good southwesterly flow and warm advection. Also going to be seeing some more moisture increase a bit across the area for Thursday. So it is going to be warm and humid out there. We are going to be seeing perhaps the warmest day of the year so far on Thursday, with temperatures expected in the mid to upper 80s. Would not be surprised to see an isolated 90 across the warmest portions of the Delmarva on Thursday. Taking a look at our weather chart for today, going to be seeing those skies become partly cloudy this afternoon with a high of 80 degrees. Then by tomorrow morning, seeing that low drop down to a mild 61. You see we're going to be getting the best chance of those rain showers just before midnight, perhaps a lingering shower just after midnight, and then we're going to see those low clouds really start to develop as that onshore flow and marine layer redevelops across the region. Winds are going to be west-southwesterly throughout the day today at 8 to 13 knots with slightly higher gusts, then weakening after 4 p.m. and then becoming variable around sunset, and then looks like after about 10 p.m. is when we're going to be seeing that onshore flow start to redevelop, seeing those ceilings perhaps drop below 500 feet, especially after 4 a.m. tonight. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, we did see those ceilings near 500 feet this morning. They've since broken up to around 1,000 feet, and they're going to quickly deteriorate in the next hour or two. And then by this afternoon, just seeing a few clouds near 6,000 feet and a scattered cirrus deck at 25,000 feet. This afternoon, we'll then see some mid-level clouds near 15,000 feet start to creep in as well. And if we get into any shower activity tonight, going to just be seeing that ceiling between 3,000 and 7,000 feet before we start to see that marine layer move in after midnight, with ceilings then dropping down to 500 feet or perhaps even just below that, as well as giving us some restricted visibilities due to that marine layer. For tomorrow, we're going to be seeing those skies cloudy early, and then by afternoon should start to see things break up once again, becoming partly cloudy. Still going to be a warmer day tomorrow as we see those winds shift more southerly in the afternoon, expecting a high of 74 as those temperatures should rise pretty quickly once that cloud deck does break up. Then Wednesday night going to be a partly cloudy and mild with a low of 65. It will be a little bit humid Wednesday night as well. Then Thursday, like we had mentioned, we are looking for our warmest day of the year so far, high of 85 here at Wallops, perhaps warmer across more interior portion of the Delmarva, and slightly humid as well. Taking a look at our next 7 days, it's going to be 80 degrees today, that slight chance of a shower or a very slight chance of perhaps a thunderstorm later this evening. Tomorrow, onshore flow is going to develop in the morning, but we should still be seeing a temperature in the mid-70s as we get that southerly wind redeveloping and that cloud deck clearing out by the afternoon. Thursday, that good southwesterly flow starts to overtake the region, giving us that very warm 85 degrees. Friday doesn't look like it's going to be too much different than Thursday. Still going to be looking at some more humid conditions as well as temperatures in the mid-80s. We might get some more cloud cover Friday, and perhaps just a little bit more of a southerly component compared to Thursday. So that should help prevent our temperatures from getting not quite as warm as we are going to see on Thursday, as we start to see that boundary that's going to be well north of the area dip down again, as well as that moisture increasing ahead of it, and also going to start to see some upper level energy streaming in for our Saturday. So as that stationary front starts to make its way south again across the Delmarva, and it is going to have some more upper level energy with it, as well as some more moisture. We are expecting some scattered thunderstorm activity pretty much across the entire Delmarva on Saturday, especially in the afternoon for here at Wallops. High temperature is still going to be in the mid-70s. And then Sunday does look like the system that has been that is going to give us those storms on Saturday is going to finally swing through the region, bringing that pesky stationary front with it. And Sunday, still looking like we're going to be seeing a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the area. Pretty much chances existing throughout the entire day on Sunday. And then Monday, it looks like we're going to finally start to see some high pressure build into the area for a nice, pleasant day under partly cloudy skies with a high of 75. That'll do it for your daily weather briefing. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. and at 10 a.m. Have a great day.